So this sink tailpipe, really I've never seen one not work, but in this case, this one is not threading on properly. So this is the drain that we have on the sink. If we try threading this on, you gotta line it up just perfect, and I can't get it to actually start threading on. It should thread on really easy. Here we have another drain, it's a standard thread. And then if we try putting it on here, even here, that's not straight. Actually, yeah, it shouldn't be trying to cross thread like this. If I try threading it into one of the P-traps here, I can get it to thread on this thread. So it's not very much smaller, but it's just enough that it doesn't work. So here is basically like all the threads we've ever used. This just threads on, no problem. It's not tight and it goes on really easy, and that's how it should be going on. But I have no idea why they would have the thread a little bit different where it doesn't even fit onto here. I can't get it to thread on correctly, and it's so tight. To get this thread to even start to go on, what I had to do is take a knife and just scrape that first thread down a little bit. And it wasn't until I did that this was actually able to start to thread on. And since this nut was so tight to get on there and we were really cranking on it, it broke the seal with the plumber's putty. So we had to take this whole thing out, which made it it should have been an easy job, but made it into a hard job just because the manufacturer has a thread that's too small. If you're gonna be buying one of these plumb pack fittings, just walk over and check it in the fitting and see if this threads on. And it could be the same mold, but just make sure that this threads on like it should, because in our case, it just made it into a big deal and a much bigger job. In order to just reshape the threads here on the plastic to actually be able to put it in, I have some pliers here. I've just worked this in, taking my time and just kind of reshaping these threads so this will actually go in. Because before, that thread was way too tight, it was too small, and it wasn't gonna fit in, but now I'm actually able to start to thread this in.